Good morning. Back to our chairs. Let's move to the front of the chair and we'll start with a little bit of warming up. Pa-pum, 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 pa-pum. And again, pa-tum, 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 pa-tum. Inhale deep and let it go. And again, inhale deep and let it go. Turn back and see how far you can see. And turn back and see how far you can see to the other side. And turn your head and come back and turn your head and come back. And obviously you're going to notice that if you only turn your head, it doesn't go that far. I'm sorry, it doesn't go that far. But if you allow the pelvis to move and the spine to rotate, you can go way more. So we're going to go right and center and left and center. Keep on doing it in the tempo that feels good, but make sure that you are sliding your hip on the chair. One sitting bone goes forward and the other one goes back. We have done it many times. Move the arms on your thighs as you are sliding back and forth. And rest in the center. Pa-pum, 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 pa-pum. Let's put the left hand in the back. And we're going to put the right hand on the left leg. We're going to turn back and we're going to slide the hands and we're going to come back. And your left hand is sliding on the back and trying to reach to the right side but without pushing. Just slide it and come back. And slide it and come back. And slide and come back. And maybe each time it goes a little bit further, maybe not. Doesn't matter. Keep on turning and turning. And turn and turn. Stay there. Your right hand is maybe laying on your knee, maybe not quite that far, wherever it is. And your left hand is like a belt sitting on your waist. Now turn your head forward and turn your head back. And turn your head forward and turn your head back. And turn your head forward and turn your head back. And turn your head forward and rest your head in the center of your chest. Lower the right shoulder down so the elbow is going towards your thigh and come back up. I hope I can remember on the other side. Lower the shoulder and the elbow and come back. Lower the shoulder, the right shoulder and the elbow. Today I'm doing the same thing as I'm saying. I'm not doing the opposite. So you're lowering the elbow and the right shoulder to the right side. Make sure that you're depressing the shoulder, and that's what makes the elbow go down. Allow your ears and your head to fall to the side. And one more time. And come up and turn your head back and forward and back and forward and back and forward and back and forward. Now turn your whole spine and your head and see if the left hand comes forward even more. So we're sliding just like we did in the beginning, but maybe you have more rotation. Do you? And rest in the center. Bring the hands forward. Take a minute. Feel the difference between the side that rotated to the side that only had a side bend. Pa-pam, 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 pa-pam. Let's do the other side. So my right hand will be behind my back and my left hand will be on my right knee. Go ahead and turn back and forward. And notice the difference that when we start there's barely any movement. And how this side is so different from the other side. And turn and back. And don't push it, don't force it, just allow it, as little as it might be. And the next time, stay back and only turn your head forward and back, and 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 bring your head to the center of your chest. And now we're going to lower the left shoulder and the left elbow towards the thigh, and we're going to come back up. And we're going to lower the left shoulder and the elbow down towards the thigh, allowing the head to get heavy and fall to the side as well. You're making sure that you're not holding any body part, that you allow the body to respond for the movement that you're doing. So you're depressing your left shoulder and the elbow goes down and the head gets heavy and hang to the side. Notice how the ribs are contracting on one side and opening on the other side, on the right side. Like an accordion. There's a bending to the side and lifting and bending and lifting. Make sure that you allow the left shoulder to go down and come back to the center and turn back and forward, and see if anything opened up for you. Is your left hand sliding now straight on the thigh, or does it want to actually go to the side? What's changed? And one more time, all the way back and all the way forward. Bring your hand, rest. Bam, 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 bam. Go ahead and move yourself to the left side of the chair. So you're on the edge, forward, and on the edge, left. Take your left leg, bring it behind, and allow the thigh to fall down, stretching all the way from the hip bone to the knee. Go ahead and hold the chair so you're not falling. Make sure that you have support, that you're securing yourself, and the right leg is nice and steady. We're going to exhale, and we're going to slide the foot and bring the leg back. Lift the heel, turn the foot down, and stretch the thigh down. I'm almost falling. I'm on the very edge, so I do need to hold. And otherwise you won't be able to really get a full stretch for the quadriceps. And lift and turn the foot and down. And up and back. And lift and down, stretch it, and lift, and back, and lift the heel, turn the foot, and stretch the leg. Stay here, make sure that you're holding, and inhale, lift the pelvis up off the chair, the sitting bone, and drop the sitting bone back to the chair. Inhale and lift the sitting bone off the chair a little bit and drop it back into the chair. 2 more times. And inhale and lift. And exhale and drop. And inhale and lift the sitting bone. And exhale and drop. Drag your legs back. Come back to the center. Pa-pam, 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 pa-pam. Inhale. Exhale, and let's do the other side. Shift yourself to the edge of the chair and to the edge of the right side. Legs are nice and hip width apart. Your left hand is holding tight so you don't find yourself falling off the chair. Lift the heel, turn the foot, and allow the quadriceps muscle to lengthen. Inhale, drag the foot, lift a little bit so you can come back to the beginning. And inhale, lift the heel, and turn the leg and try to create a straight line from the hip bone to the thigh bone, leg bone and muscles. So my foot is going as far back as my muscles will allow me. And inhale. But again, don't stretch it to where you're injuring yourself. Just allow. Let the gravity do the work. Lift the heel. Turn the foot under just as much as you can and bring the leg back. You're sitting on the sitting bones. Actually, this sitting bone actually wants to fall down. And inhale and come back to center. And lift the heel. Turn the foot and lengthen them. I'm taking the chair with me. And inhale and come back. And last time, lift the heel and come down. And in this position, inhale, lift the sitting bone off the chair. Exhale, lowering the sitting bone to the chair. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Only one more time. I know it's not easy. And inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Drag the leg and come back to the center. Pa-pam, 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 pa-pam. Put your left hand behind, just like we did in the beginning, and your right hand on your left thigh, and we're going to rotate back, allowing this sliding, and notice what happens now. And rotate, and come back. And rotate, and come back. And rotate, and come back. Rotate and stay. Now your right leg is, the right knee is forward. Bring it back, send it forward. Bring it back. Do you notice how your sitting bone is moving way forward, falling off the chair and coming into the chair? And slide the right sitting bones off the chair and back into the chair, and slide forward and slide back, and one more time slide forward and slide back and come back to the center. Rest your arms, catch your breath, and we're gonna do pa-pam, 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 pa-pam. And we have the other side. Right hand behind, left hand over the left thigh, and we're gonna go back and back and front and back and front and back and front, and go with the head back. Stay there. Now the left leg will go back into the chair and forward and back into the chair and forward, back into the chair, and forward, back into the chair, forward, back into the chair, forward, and back into the chair. Come back to the front and turn, and come back and see how easy it is to turn now. And come back to the center. And we have pa-pam, lots of them today to rest between the hard work. Ta-tam, 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 pa-pam, 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 pa-pam. So when we're driving, we have all these mirrors, but it will be nice to be able also to really be able to turn the spine and the head to see what's going on. So let's go a little bit higher into the back. Put your hands on your shoulders. Inhale and lift your elbows up. Exhale and lower the elbows down. And I'm going to pick to see how much time we have. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Lift only your right elbow. I'm going to lift my right elbow. Turn it back and look back to try and get the elbow right in the middle of your chair. And come back up and to the side and lower. Lift your left elbow to the side. Make a circle up and back. See how far you can go. I'm trying to aim to the middle of the chair. Lift it up, come only to the side and drop it by your ribs. Lift the right elbow. Make a circle up with the elbow so my ribs are lifting, separating from my hip, and bring it towards the middle of the chair. And make sure that your eyes are following the movement of the elbow and drop it down by your ribs. Left elbow comes up. Makes a circle. My eyes are following the elbow to the center of the chair in the back, and up, and rest the arms. Roll your shoulders back, roll your shoulders back, back and back. Bring your hands back to the middle of the shoulders, lift your elbows up, and turn your whole self to the side and to the other side. And don't worry about what your lower body is doing. Allow your hip to swivel, allow your knees to come with you, and turn. See if you can bring your whole chest backwards. Rotate from the base of your spine to the top. Keep the elbows moving and your knees moving and your legs moving and your hip moving. And we'll come to the center and we'll rest. Take a minute to breathe. Open your legs even further wide, and we're going to do it again a little bit slower. Put your hands on your shoulders, lift your elbows, turn the legs, turn the pelvis, and turn your whole spine. Slowly bring the pelvis back, bring the legs back, and rest. So we're doing the same thing, but just a little slow, much slower. So lift the heels so you can start turning the legs and the hip and the rest of the back until you're looking right behind you. And now we're going to start from the pelvis to come back to the chair, twist and twist and twist and rest. And we'll do it once more to each side. Inhale, release the heels so the hip can start turning and the legs are turning and the elbows are turning and the whole spine is turning and you're looking right behind you. And turn, 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 and rest the elbows. And one more time to the other side, release the heels, turn the legs, turn the hip, turns the back, and turn, turn, turn back, and center. Bring your arms down and your legs forward. Pa-pam, 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 pa-pam. Last time. Pa-pam, 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 pa-pam. Cross your arms and take a deep inhale. Hold it there as long as it feels good. And let it go with a slow exhalation. Cross your arms the other way. Inhale. And exhale. And just for good measure, put your left hand behind your right hand and turn and see how far the hand is coming forward and how different it is from when we started. And take your right hand and put it behind and the left hand on the right leg and rotate and see how far this hand comes forward and how different it is from when we started. Amazing, huh? Thank you very much for joining me. Have a wonderful holiday and I'll see you next week.